It's been almost 3 years since 18-year-old Lauren Astley was murdered by her one-time boyfriend, Nathaniel Fujita, who is now serving a life sentence for first-degree murder. Since then, Lauren's father, Malcolm, and her mother, Mary Dunn, have spoken in schools around the state, getting out the message about dating violence.
Lauren Astley was a beautiful young woman who brightened the lives of people around her. She spent every moment of her life with vigor, hope, and compassion. Her journey through Wayland High School concluded in 2011 with the end of her senior year, and she was ecstatic about her forthcoming enrollment at Ellen University in North Carolina. However, her goals were brutally cut short just a month after graduation, leaving her community in shock and sadness. Lauren grew up in Wayland, Massachusetts, navigating the hardships of her parents' relationship and the support of her mother, Mary, and father, Malcolm. Lauren's life overlapped with that of Nathaniel Fujita, a prominent football player at Wayland High School. Their relationship, initially promising, faced strains that led Lauren to make the difficult decision to end it as she prepared to embark on her next chapter post-graduation. Lauren's regular day at the mall turned into a nightmare on July 3, 2011. She was observed entering and exiting the mall on time. But when she failed to meet friends later that evening and her red Jeep was discovered abandoned on a beach, panic broke in. Concerned friends and relatives organized searches and contacted the police, who promptly initiated an inquiry. Nathaniel Fujita arouses suspicion, especially given the recent split. However, he and his mother remained at home during the critical hours of Lauren's abduction. Lauren's corpse was discovered on July 4 in a marsh miles from her home, sending shockwaves across the town. Her tragic death, strangled with her throat slit and a bungee cable entangled in her hair, left a haunting imprint of senseless violence. In the aftermath, facts surfaced about Nathaniel's changed manner following their divorce, culminating in a distressing episode during their graduation celebration, in which his inebriated effort to approach Lauren against her will hinted at a deeper inner struggle. This encounter, as told by Lauren's worried friends, highlighted the intricacies of their relationship and Nathaniel's increasing instability. The loss of Lauren Astley. Lauren Astley's death had a profound impact, causing an outpouring of grief and contemplation in Wayland and beyond. Her premature demise was a striking reminder of the fragility of life and the devastation caused by domestic abuse. While the community mourned, they also rallied around her memory, remembering her vivid energy and the hope she represented. Nathaniel Fujita killed Lauren about a month after being told to leave her house. When Lauren's body was recovered, detectives reconnected with Nathaniel and his mother. This time, they said Lauren had visited Nathaniel alone at his home. Her final message, sent around 7:05 p.m., simply said, "Here." Authorities searched the Fujita residence with a search warrant in hand and found strong evidence. The discoveries included blood-stained walls, bungee cords, and a black gym bag filled with wet, filthy tennis shoes in the basement. There was another set of bloody shoes and clothes stashed in a crawl space in Nathaniel's bedroom. Subsequent laboratory tests verified Lauren's blood type. On July 5, 2011, Nathaniel Fujita was arrested and accused of killing Lauren. After their split and graduation, Nathaniel's family claimed he withdrew from social activities and became more reclusive. His mother contacted Lauren, worried about him, and asked her to come check on him. Lauren accepted her mother's invitation. Sadly, Nathaniel assaulted and murdered Lauren in his garage during this visit. Later, he left her red Jeep at the beach and threw away her vehicle keys in a storm drain nearby. After that, Nathaniel moved Lauren's body to a swamp to hide the murder. Although Lauren's relatives and friends confirmed that there had never been any domestic violence in their relationship before, they did notice Nathaniel's possessive and sometimes violent conduct, especially when he was drunk. Authorities concluded that Lauren's death was an obvious result of domestic abuse following their split. The aftermath of this tragic event. The aftermath of this tragic event deeply affected the community, highlighting the devastating impact of intimate partner violence and prompting reflection on warning signs and support mechanisms for those in turbulent relationships. Nathaniel Fujita's trial and subsequent conviction for premeditated first-degree murder underscored the severity of his actions and the profound loss suffered by Lauren's loved ones. At one of the most important turning points in her life, Lauren Astley was thinking about breaking up with Nathaniel Fujita. Talking with her friends, they expressed their overall disdain for Nathaniel and disclosed her developing concerns about his conduct, which included his animosity and rude treatment of his mother. Despite these warning signs, Nathaniel's life took a terrible turn on February 13, 2013, when he was taken before a court to answer accusations about Lauren's murder. The trial gave a terrifying account of what transpired before Lauren's untimely demise. The prosecution claimed that Nathaniel killed Lauren because he was still bitter and angry over their separation. They argued that Lauren's choice to stop things was definitive and that Nathaniel felt their relationship was irreparable, which was a blow to his emotional health. Testimony demonstrating Nathaniel's declining mental health after the separation bolstered this story. On the other hand, Nathaniel's defense lawyer presented a mental illness-based argument rather than contesting his client's guilt for Lauren's death. It was contended that Nathaniel experienced extreme clinical depression, which led to a psychotic episode at the time of the attack. The defense contends that Nathaniel had a brief escape from reality that impaired his judgment and had terrible results, and that he was not entirely conscious of his conduct at the time of the crime. Further proceedings. But the prosecution retaliated sharply, offering proof of Nathaniel's knowledge of the murder and his deliberate post-crime conduct. They emphasized Nathaniel's painstaking efforts to conceal Lauren's body, get rid of evidence that may be used against him, and try to clean up the murder scene, a series of acts that suggested premeditation rather than incompetence. Witnesses and friends among them who spoke with Nathaniel during their graduation party attested to his demeanor, displaying symptoms of instability and anguish. The trial proceedings, spanning several weeks, provided a harrowing glimpse into the dynamics of Lauren and Nathaniel's relationship and the stark aftermath of its dissolution. On March 5, 2013, after a day of deliberation, the jury delivered a verdict. Nathaniel Fujita was found guilty of premeditated first-degree murder. The sentencing, life in prison without the possibility of parole, reflected the gravity of his actions and the irreparable loss suffered by Lauren's family and community. The terrible tale of Lauren serves as a powerful reminder of the intricate link that exists between interpersonal relationships, mental health, and the risk of violence. It emphasizes how crucial it is to see warning signals and help those who are navigating rough emotional seas. Following Lauren's passing, her family members turned their sorrow into action by starting the Lauren Astley Memorial Fund, which supports community service, the arts, and healthy teen relationships. This fund serves as an enduring memorial to Lauren's life, which was taken too soon by senseless violence. After a 3-week trial, on March 5, 2013, Nathaniel Fujita was found guilty of premeditated first-degree murder. He received a life sentence without the possibility of parole. Despite the sentence, Lauren's father, still grieving, offered comfort to Nathaniel's family with a hug. Lauren's mother expressed a desire to understand why Nathaniel took their daughter's life and how long he had been planning it. Outro. In memory of Lauren, her family and friends established the Lauren Astley Memorial Fund, dedicated to promoting educational programs in healthy teen relationships, the arts, and community service. Lauren's tragic story serves as a reminder of the devastating impact of domestic violence and the importance of supporting those in need. Thank you for viewing this story. It's a heartbreaking reminder of the consequences of relationship violence, and my condolences go out to Lauren's loved ones.